Good morning, students. Myself, Major Komal Gatyal, Department of Zoology, GK Gowani Government College, Bhinmal. Today, we will discuss about the classification part first of superclass PCH. This will be my second lecture on superclass PCH. In my first lecture, I told you regarding the general characters of superclass PCH. मेरे पहले व्याख्यान में मैंने आपको अधिवर्ग मीन के सामान्य लक्षणों के बारे में बताया था। आज हम अधिवर्ग मीन के क्लासिफिकेशन का पहला भाग पढ़ेंगे। यह मेरा मीन पर दूसरा व्याख्यान होगा। There are several ways of classifying the superclass PCs. Here we will discuss about the two important classes only. The one that is the class Chondrichthyes, the cartilaginous skeleton fishes, which have two subclasses, the Holocephali, which includes the rat fishes or chimeras, and the Elasmobranchii or the Selachii, which include shark, skates, and rays. The two other classes like the Placodermi and Acanthodi are extinct. And then the class Chondrichthyes, the bony fishes, which has three subclasses: Actinopterygii, the red fin fishes with three superorders, the Chondrichthyes, the primitive ray-finned bony fishes, which includes the sturgeons like the Accipenser, paddlefishes and bichirs, the superorder Holocephali or Neopterygii, which includes the intermediate ray-finned fishes like gars and bowfin, say for example Amia calva, and the third superorder, the Teleostei or Neopterygii, which includes the advanced bony fishes like herring, salmon, and perch, say for example Anabas labio. The second subclass, the Crossopterygii, which includes the coelacanth, and the third subclass, which includes the Dipnoi or Dinoi or Dinusti, the lungfishes. Now, let us discuss about the classification one by one. The first of all, the revision of the last slide of the previous lecture, that how the evolution of jaws has taken place in the fishes which appeared approximately 400 million years ago, that how the anterior gill arches have been modified to form the palatoquadrate, then the hyomandibular arch formation of the compact chondrocranium. The first class, that is the Chondrichthyes. The Chondrichthyes term is derived from two words, chondrion and the second one, the ichthyes. The meaning of chondrion is cartilage, ichthyes mean fish. So all the cartilaginous fishes have been included in this class, Chondrichthyes. They possess jaws with teeth. They have a very strong jaws, the cartilaginous skeleton and paired fins. जो इनमें अंतःकंकाल होता है वो हाइलिन कार्टिलेज का बना हुआ होता है. Their scales and denticles have same origin and composition as teeth, and skull is hyostylic or amphistylic. जो इनका शरीर है, the exoskeleton has embedded placoid scales which has trident spine. जो उपास्तिल मछलियां हैं उनका बाह्य कंकाल में पट्टाप शल्क पाए जाते हैं और पट्टाप शल्क में की एक आधार प्लेट और त्रिशंकु कंटक होता है जो बाहर निकला हुआ होता है. They possesses 5 to 7 pairs of gills. Here mentioned only 5 to 7. They are actually 5 to 7 pairs of gills on each side, you can say. The spiral wall is present in the intestine. एक वलन पाया जाता है, आंत्रवलन जिसको हम बोलते हैं टिफ्लोसोल की तरह. Their ureosmotic strategy is there. Lateral line organs are well developed. Swim bladder and lungs are totally absent. Swim bladder is a hydrostatic organ. It is more or less like, you can compare it with a balloon, air-filled balloon, and if you try to sink a air-filled balloon which is properly sealed, as soon as the pressure is released, it will come at the surface of the water. कहने का मतलब यह है कि जो स्विम ब्लैडर या एयर ब्लैडर है उसको हम इस तरह से समझ सकते हैं कि वो एक हवा से भरा हुआ बंद गुब्बारा है, और हवा से भरे हुए बंद गुब्बारे को अगर आप पानी में डुबोने की कोशिश करेंगे तो जब तक आप उस पर दबाव डालेंगे तब तक वो पानी के अंदर रहेगा। जैसे ही आप हाथ का दबाव छोड़ेंगे वो तुरंत क्या होगा, सरफेस की तरफ आ जाएगा। So in the case of cartilaginous fishes, the swim bladder or air bladder is absent, so they are always active. If they stop swimming, they will sink to the bottom of the seabed. They have a heterocircle tail, which we have discussed already in my previous lecture. They are relatively unchanged from the last 480 million years ago. The males are with a pair of pelvic clasper, which is used to transfer the sperms from male body to the female. तो जो उपास्थिल मछली हैं उनके अंदर, नर के अंदर क्लास्पर पाए जाते हैं जो शुक्राणु को मादा के शरीर में स्थानांतरित क्रम में प्रयोग में लाए जाते हैं। This is what we have studied so far. Nostril, eye, spiracle, fish spine, present of first and second dorsal fin, the lateral line organs, the caudal fin which is heterocircle, presence of clasper just near the pelvic fins only in the case of male. The anal fins is there, and large pectoral fins, and 5 gill slits on each lateral side. These are the common examples of chondrichthyes. You can see the shark, skates, the rat fishes, all are there. This is the common example of Pisces, the sawfish, and Scalodon, the common dogfish or the shark. Now, as I told you, we have classified chondrichthyes into two subclasses, the Selachii or Elasmobranchii and subclass Holocephali or Marsupiobranchii. In the case of Selachii, the sharks have been included. They have multiple gill slits on either side protected by individual skin flaps. And here in this slide, we are also comparing the two subclasses. If you can see, in the case of Holocephali, in which rat fishes comes, the chimera is the common example. There is a single gill slit on either side covered by a fleshy operculum, where in the case of Selachii, the operculum is absent. The spiracle is present in the case of Selachii, which is absent in the case of Holocephali. Then cloaca and spiracles are absent in Holocephali, they are present in Selachii. There is a single nasal opening in Holocephali. There are two orders in the case of Selachii, the Squaliformes or the Pleurotremata and Rajiformes or Hypotremata. The lateral line system is there with the open groove in the case of Holocephali. This the example of Rajiformis, the electric ray torpedo, and trigon. This is the chimera. Now let us compare the two order of Selachii, Pleurotremata and Hypotremata. Pleuro means side, trema means whole, and eta means bearing. Means those fishes in which the gill slits are present on the both lateral sides. Hypotremata, hypo means below, trema means opening, and eta means bearing. Means those fishes in which gill slits are present on the ventral side. The Pleurotremata has spindle-shaped body, while Hypotremata has compressed or depressed body which is dorso-ventrally flattened. The gill slits are lateral, 5 to 7 pairs, while in Hypotremata they are ventral in only 5 pairs. The spiracles are small in Pleurotremata, they are large in Hypotremata. The The pectoral fins are moderate with constriction at base, while in the case of Hypotremata, they are large pectoral fins and generally fused with the sides of head and the body. As we have just seen in the case of electric ray, the tail fin is heterocercal. In the case of sharks, example is Scalidon, the common dogfish, hammer-headed shark, the Sphyrna or Gygina, and the whale shark, the Rhiniodon. In the case of Hypotremata, the common example is called the Raja, the skate, stingray trigon, the electric ray torpedo, and sawfish Pisces. All these have gill slits on the ventral side. Now the next class, that is the Placodermi. It includes totally fossil early jawed fishes with bony armor usually present around the head trunk. Generally a flattened body, tend to be bottom adapted with eyes rather dorsal or other various design. They are commonly known as plate skin fishes. There are no true teeth and notochord is persistent and unconstricted in the case of Placodermi. Here the example is given of Dunkleosteus, which has a very large body. Their body is divisible into head, trunk, tail. The head and trunk were covered by bony shield, while tail generally remain naked. Tail fin heterocercal, jaw suspension primitively autostylic. Hierarch is very relatively unspecialized and did not participate in jaw suspension. Closely related to the cartilaginous fish and male usually with the pelvic flaps. This is the example of Placodermi. So this is the first part of classification. आज हमने पढ़ा उपास्तिल मछली और एक लुप्त प्लैकोडर्माई वर्ग के बारे में, जिसमें हमने देखा कि जो उपास्तिल मछलियां हैं उनमें जो एयर ब्लैडर है वो अनुपस्थित होता है, जो ओपरकुलम या गिल कवर है जिसको हम गिल आच्छादित बोलते हैं वो अनुपस्थित रहता है, स्पाइरेकल उनके अंदर उपस्थित होता है, और जो बाह्य कंकाल है वो गर्त में धसे हुए पट्टाप शल का बना होता है, तथा जो अंत कंकाल है वो हाइलिन कार्टिलेज मतलब हाइलिन उपास्थि का बना हुआ पाया जाता है। चूंकि इनमें एयर ब्लैडर नहीं होता है इसलिए इनको हमेशा तैरना होता है, अगर ये तैरती नहीं है तो ये डूब जाती है। सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द फर्स्ट पार्ट। थैंक यू।